Today on Horner Sunday Kitchen, we're making beef and chicken fajitas. I have the chicken laid out, the beef laid out. I got the red peppers, the orange peppers, the yellow peppers, the onions. There's green pepper underneath there. There's cilantro, there's limes. You don't want to miss this one. And I'm going to show you how to make this controversial marinade. So you don't want to miss this. It's the best marinade I've ever tasted. So you don't want to miss it. Stay tuned. All right, I was watching on the internet about this marinade. This lesser known guy on the internet, you might have heard of him, I don't know. Sam the cooking guy, he's got a couple more subscribers than I do, but he came out with this controversial marinade, right? And I thought, you know what, I might as well try it, right? So I like promoting the littler guys, so if you haven't gotten his channel, his name's Sam the Cooking Guy. He's pretty good. He's got a pretty good production out there in San Diego. But what he does, he takes some cilantro, of course, because you're making fajitas. So, and he just chops it up. Puts it in this marinade. This actually is an outstanding marinade, and I'm doubling my recipe because I'm feeding a lot more people. So I'm going to put 2 heads of cilantro in there, 2 bunches. They're not heads. It's not lettuce. So. And just chop it up a little bit, just a little bit there. It's going on the meat and on the vegetables, so it's not like you're gonna eat it. It's not like it's going into a salsa. So you don't have to chop it up too much, but you do want to chop it up a little bit to get the oils released. Okay, then you're gonna add, I'm doubling the recipe, but so you want a half a cup, you want a half a cup for a regular. I'm putting a whole cup of olive oil in it. Whole cup of olive oil. Whole cup of olive oil in there. Set that right over there. And then you want a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Of course, like I said, I'm doubling it. And then you want the juice of 1 lime. I'm putting 2 lime in there. And the zest of 1. And I'll show you how to zest it. You gotta buy a zester. You don't have to. You don't have to buy a zester. But it helps a little bit. You got to watch your knuckles though. So we're only going to put 1.5 limes in this one because that one's down there. That's probably going to get washed off, and maybe I'll use that in a soda or something, some water or something. So this is a zester. Make sure that you keep the cover for it though, or it'll take your knuckle skin off when you reach into the drawer. So what you're going to do is you're just going to run this over run it over the zester, and that way you get the lime outside the lime peel in there in your marinade, and it changes the flavor. It's really nice. It's really a good flavor. So once you get enough in there, do that, and then just slice your lime, put it in your little thing. If you don't have one of these, get one. A little pro tip for you though, don't put this kind of metal in the dishwasher, because then you'll ruin it. You'll rub it and your fingers are black. Don't do that. These are hand wash only. This is a hand wash only item, so don't do that. And then just, of course, clean as you will always. All right, so I'll hand wash that in a little bit. Cumin, 1 tablespoon of cumin. 1 tablespoon of cumin. I'm gonna add a little more than 1 tablespoon. I'm doubling the recipe, so I should put 2, but my wife doesn't like cumin very much. So I'm only gonna put about 1.5 tablespoons in there, just a little less. You can add a little less or a little more. A lot of people love cumin, so they're gonna add more, and that's fine. This is just a base for you to get your stuff on. It calls for 3 cloves of garlic, so I'm just gonna eyeball it. I think that's enough. I usually marinate this overnight. Now, if you can notice my clock, it's 9:39 in the morning here in Texas, and I already went to the store, got my red peppers, got everything. There was nobody in the store, hardly at all. You want about a tablespoon of kosher salt. Of course, I'm doubling the recipe, so I want to put 2. It's going to soak into the meat and everything. It's going to be really nice, really nice. All right, and then you want some pepper. Got this grinder here, not the one that Sam likes. All right, there we go. Some pepper in there. I like a lot of pepper, but it tends to get a little hot for the grandkids. All right, the controversial thing. Here it is. It's soy sauce. Soy sauce. I saved it for last. Calls for 2 tablespoons of soy sauce in it too. So I'm gonna put 4 tablespoons of soy sauce. And I guess that, you know, the lesser known name guy, he got a lot of crap for putting soy sauce in there. But why? If it tastes good, why not, you know? So, you know, I mean, you can like it or you can't. I don't know. I'll probably get some people saying, what? Soy sauce, you're mixing ethnicities. But you know what? I've had a Mexican pizza before. So what's the difference? What's the difference? If it tastes good, who cares? Spices from around the world, different things from around the world, give it a shot. If it tastes good. That's what cooking's all about, is trying different things and enjoying it. And this is the best, by far, best marinade I've ever had in my life. And it's a game changer. It really is for fajitas. You put it on, and I'll show you how to put it on there. We can mix it up. You just mix it up like this, and then you just dredge the meat in there, and then you just pour it in there, or the meat, and then you just marinate it. So, and I'll show you how to do all that right now. Here's the meat. Here's the meat. And of course, we have chicken too. We have chicken, and we have this beef. This is flank steak. Flank steak or skirt steak for fajitas is a must. It's a must. So then I have of course, the Ziploc bag that I store it in. So you just dredge it right in that, just like that. Mix it up real good, dredge it in there, and then just put it right back in the gallon Ziploc bag, just like that. Just like that. And of course, I pour this in the vegetables and mix it up real good into the vegetables too. And it is seriously a game changer. All right, so you add a little bit of cilantro in there with it. Right. And I'm feeding a lot of people, so you don't need this much probably, unless you're having a party. Unless you're having a party, then you can. Here's a bigger one here. So I bought these at separate times. I bought that one at Costco. I bought that one at H-E-B. So that's why it's different size, probably a different part of the, wherever they get the flank steak out. So there you go. That's it right there. And then you just set it. You can set it there for 24 hours. You can sit it there for a couple hours. I would suggest a couple hours at least. So that's just me. I have another Ziploc baggie here, and here's the chicken. I bought thinly sliced chicken breast this morning because my daughter likes chicken breast. So, and this marinade on it, game changer, total game changer. So I'm just going to throw that in there. And of course, with chicken, I'm going to have to make another marinade to put in my vegetables, because chicken, you don't want to cross contaminate anything. You don't want, because of salmonella. So I already intended on making another batch of this marinade. But chicken, once it touches anything, you need to try a different one, all right? Just for food safety. So there you go. And that's it. That's all. And then wash your hands, of course, because cilantro gets everywhere. It's like the glitter of the cooking world. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. All right, so I'll see you here in a minute when I'm doing the vegetables. Now we're gonna cut up the peppers. I didn't know this myself, so I used the Google about red peppers and the orange and yellow and green. I guess it goes from green. The peppers go from green, and then if you leave them on the vine longer, they go to yellow, and then they'll go to orange, and then they'll go to red. Okay, so this is the final chapter for the peppers. I didn't know that. I was wondering, I was like, God, if I want to grow my own peppers, do I like plant 4 different plants? No, you only have to plant one, you just make them longer. It's like a jalapeno pepper. You know, if you leave it on the vine long enough, it'll turn red. It will. Hey, that's enough from the audience. All right, so I'm gonna show you how I cut up the onions and everything. Bear, be quiet. So, all right, so what I do is I just slice them, right? I just slice them lengthwise, and that's it. I mean, that's all I really do. All right, it's not rocket science. And you just, for speed purposes for the video, I'm going to show you, the onion, and I'm going to show you one pepper, and then I'm going to put you on speed warp, because this really could turn into like a 35-minute video, because we still have to go outside and barbecue some stuff. So, and everybody that knows me knows I don't like talking very much, so I don't want to bore you with my ramblings. All right, I have students at school. I'm an instructor at school, and they'll tell you, yeah, I don't ramble at all. So yeah, and then okay, see this, you just cut it. You just take all the seeds out. You want to take all the seeds out, the guts out, and just as much as you can, So of course they're going on the flat top grill outside. So will the seeds impact it that much? No, but nobody likes to just chomp down on the seed or get it in their dentures if you got dentures. So what I do is I just cut it in half, and then just little strips, just thin little strips are perfect. Just like if you went to a Mexican restaurant, or if you have some friends that make fajitas, they probably strip them like this too. So, and I do this to all my peppers. I do it all to all of them, and you just have little strips, so you can lay them in. You can actually lay them in like the flour tortillas. So this is it's that easy. So, and I do that to all the peppers. And you can, of course, if you're not a waster like me, I'm kind of a waster. The cilantro, I just rip off the heads and do that. A lot of people pick the leaves off. I'm impatient. And at 38 cents a bunch. For a bunch of cilantro, 38 cents, I'll buy 3 to get 1. $1 for cilantro is not bad. But a lot of people cut the tops off, and then they take the green, stem out, and they can use these too. And you can. It's not a big deal. You can. So, all right, I'm going to put you on speed warp while I do the rest of these. All right, here we are. We're in Texas. It's about 60 degrees outside, December 14th or so, somewhere around there. My grill's at about 450. You want it hot when you put that steak on it, so just make sure it's hot. Just take this and just, there you go. That sound is what you want to hear, right there. You don't want to leave these on there too long. You want to flip them in around 2 minutes. See, oh yes, that's what you want right there. Oh, that's good. I'm gonna put that fire out though. Let me throw this away. I gotta get the cilantro off my hands. Remember I told you it was like glitter? Yeah, it's everywhere. All right, let's check this out. Check this out, get my tongs. Then we're gonna do the chicken next. I like it medium rare to medium rare. So some people don't. Just leave it on there longer if you don't. But it's a hot fire right now. I got the flat top going for the vegetables next. We'll speed this part up. Okay, the meat's finishing up right now, so I'm gonna drop the vegetables on there. Meat's gotta sit about 5 minutes after it's done, or 5 or 10 minutes, let it settle. So that's the sound you wanna hear right there. Oh, it smells so good. That's it. I'm gonna flip them here in about a couple minutes. Get them golden brown. You know, a little bit blackened on the bottom part. And flip them over, let them get blackened again some more, and then I'll take them off because you don't want them too soggy. They gotta be just a little bit not done. So, and they continue cooking when they're done, when they're off the grill for just a little bit too. So it can be touchy, but we're gonna get it right. Meat's looking good. I changed the direction to get the stripes on it. Good. Get that on there. Look at that one's done. Look at that. Look at that thing of beauty right there. That's nice. All right. And like I've said in the past, you got to have these barbecue trays here. These are a must. That's still a little bit rare. That's probably good for me. That's good. Now, flank steak or this kind of steak is not very tender, so you have to really cut it against the grain. Really got to do it. I'll show you inside. That's looking good. Looking good. Now it's time for the chicken. And sometimes I put the chicken on first and early because it does take a little longer, but I just didn't want to. There we go. We're going to leave that on. This is a thicker piece of meat, so that's going to stay on for a minute. So that's it. So I had a little malfunction. I ran out of propane in one tank. I had a backup, so I went and got the backup. But I was just wondering, God, those vegetables are really bright for getting done. They weren't getting done at all, so that's all right though. No big deal. No big deal. I took the last piece of beef off of there, and look at that. That's just perfect. It smells so good. Now the chicken's on, and it's looking really good. It's probably got about 2 more minutes on it. 2 more minutes, and we'll go in. I don't play with chicken. No medium rare on chicken. That's it's gonna be 165 to 170. No joke. Salmonella, you get that once, never again. So we're gonna speed this up, and the grill's heating back up. Vegetables look good though. So they're smelling really good. So we'll see in a minute. All right, the vegetables are time to flip them. You hear it sizzling, so that's a good thing. That's good. I was afraid it wasn't going to heat up fast enough. So, but they're looking good. They're smelling really good. A little bit of cilantro in there. Spread them back out. Try not to lose any over the edge. There you go. You flat earthers, that must be how it feels when you walk off the edge, you know? I'm just kidding. I'm sure sure I'll lose a couple of you on that one. So let's look at the meat. Chicken looks really good, really good. Look at that. Oh my goodness. It's got the stripes on them. Here you go. That's done. That's done. Look at that. That's perfection. That's what it's supposed to look like. Done. This is like a restaurant right there. I'm gonna leave that one on there a little bit. It's a little thicker. A little thicker. Just another minute. I don't like I said, I don't mess around with chicken. I had salmonella. Once you have it, never want it again. Trust me. It's been since 1990. No, 89. Still not a fan. I'm gonna take that last piece off here. It's done now. Oh, it's looking beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful chicken. There it is. That looks restaurant quality right there. Just on a grill. It's gonna be awesome. Now it's about time to take off these vegetables too. Up a little bit. There we go. I'm gonna bring this a little bit closer. Over here. Wow. There we go. Put that right there. Let's get these off of here. Try to. Steady. There we go. All right, I'll meet you back inside. All right, now the finished product. What I got to do on these, you really have to look at the grain of the meat. Okay, this is very important. See the grains going this way. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut the first strip with the grain, right? Okay, because you don't want to strip this long in your fajita. So, but this long is good in the fajita. So then you just turn it this way. See how perfect that is? That is a thing of beauty right there. And then you slice it thin this way, or thick, or however you want it. But you gotta cut it against the grain, because those are the muscle fibers, okay? And if you cut it this way and you get this piece right here, it's gonna be difficult to chew, all right? But if you do it this way, it won't be so difficult. And of course, do it with a sharp knife. Mine could probably use a good sharpening. Oh, and that's it for that right there. Look at that. That is beauty right there. That's nice. That's nice. And then I'll slice these too. Now this right here, I want you to see this. This right here, the chicken. Oh, it's beautiful. I'm gonna cut it like this first, and then I'm gonna strip it. Okay, just like that. Just strip it. Make little strips for put on your fajitas. So, and in chicken, the grain doesn't matter so much. It doesn't, you just cut it. Look at that. That's gonna be so good on a fajita. So, there you go. We'll be back for the tasting. All right, so everybody knows I'm on keto. So, but I stopped by this bakery. Well, not really a bakery, the HEB bakery. You got these fresh flour tortillas for the family. But I have to try it, and I'll usually make it like a fajita salad. That's what I'll do. But I gotta try one, just for the channel. That's what I'm gonna blame it on, okay? So, and you know, I had to make guacamole. If you're making fajitas, you gotta make guacamole and some homemade pico. But I have another video of that. So I didn't want to bore you this video with that. So, and then I just put it in a Ziploc bag. I just put the guacamole in a Ziploc bag. And then you just cut the corner off and then you just squeeze it right out. So, just like that. Just a nice strip of guacamole right there. It's really, really good guacamole. And then, gotta have some pico in there. Homemade pico. I only added one jalapeno to it today because I wanted everybody else to be able to eat it. Now the fajita meat turned out perfect, and I made some medium rare. I made some medium rare, and then I made some medium. So whatever you like. My family all likes it medium rare. They don't like it medium rare is what they like it. They don't like it well done. I just don't think it had any flavor. And then the chicken turned out wonderful. So, and so did the vegetables, of course. The vegetables always turn out great. You just put a little bit on there, you know, and there it is. Here, I'll put that back. Put that back. And then you just eat it. I mean, that's all there is to it. You know, the beef and the chicken, and it's really pretty good. The beef is really good. But like I said, that's not a tender piece of meat. It's not that tender. So you got to cut it with at the right angle. Okay, so but it'll come apart. It'll come apart. It's really good. Really good. Now the other side, the chicken. Of course, chicken's always tender. So that's really good. I'm not that huge of a fan of chicken, but that's really good. So, highly suggest you do this marinade. Get past the soy sauce in it. Please get past it because it really makes a big difference. It's a game changer. It really is. This is a life-changing marinade. And thank you again from Sam the Cooking Guy. Just a small time YouTube channel. Sam the Cooking Guy. You know, if you want to support the small guy, just hop over there and subscribe to him. He's got some good content too, and I do watch him quite a bit. He's funny. He really is. So he's just a small production guy like me. So, all right. Well, that's it for Warner Sunday Kitchen. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned some stuff, and have a great day. Miss you already. By the way, I broke the Batman shirt out. It'll be on from now on. Bye.